Is there a new Cold War? Or has the Cold War just ended now with Donald Trump's presidency? I actually have, we've been doing quite a bit of research here on this topic. I have a few articles I wanted to share with you guys about, now, for those of you who don't know the history of the Cold War was pretty much a standoff between the Soviet Union and America during the 60s and 70s, pretty much on to the 80s until the fall of the Soviet Union, in which time they competed in a nuclear race. They competed in proxy wars all over the world, like Vietnam, China, Korea, a lot of different things, to spread communism. A lot of that happened. But, with Donald Trump being presidency, first of all, I want to ask, do you guys think that the Cold War ever really stopped? Because from what I can tell, there's always been this race against Russia for arms. I mean, you have the supersonic glider, you have the F-35 military plane, which is something Russia is actually very scared of in reports because they know it's a very high-tech advanced military aircraft.
We'll get into that later.
We'll get into that a little bit more, too. But, I want to just tell you guys about some scary things that the Russians have been doing. I'm not trying to give you guys a red scare. This is actually real reporting here. And, this goes hand in hand with the Cold War. First of all, from the Japanese Times, it's been confirmed by the Japanese military ministry that the Russians have actually been entering their waters. They've been actually entering into Japan's waters, and Japan has confirmed these hits upon their radar. So Russian submarines have been doing military exercises within Japanese waters. And they said this has been on the increase since 2013, but now it's really starting to get on the increase. Yeah, with these naval drills.
The naval drills back in 2013, I can understand, but now
it's starting to get pretty. They're saying here's another one. Now, Steve, I know this one is pretty reminiscent of a crisis that we all known. This one here, I think, is very, very interesting and fucking insane. Does anyone know who the Filipino president is? Rodrigo.
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 I've read so many stories about this guy.
So, for those of you who don't know, this is the president of the Philippines who is currently, right now, committing genocide on his own people. Drug dealers, drug users, anybody who has to deal with drugs. He's admitted to throwing people out of planes, even though he said he was joking. He's admitted to wanting to rape women.
He's also admitted to, I don't know if you guys seen this. He said this before, that he's actually admitted to killing people.
Yeah.
And liking it.
Yeah.
He's admitted to saying that he's beaten somebody's head in.
Well, here, Steve, let me give you this report here, and this comes from World News. The Philippines says finalizing deals to observe Russian military drills. The Philippines is finalizing a security deal with Russia, allowing the two countries' leaders to exchange visits and observe military drills, a minister said on Monday, at the same time assuring the United States that the ties with Moscow will not affect its alliance with its traditional ally. So now we have almost a situation like the Cuban Missile Crisis almost, well, not, over enough to hit America, but it's a similar situation of where this island that's supposed to be with us is going again. Well, Cuba, it's crazy. Well, Cuba was never with us, but, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. That's pretty frightening, is that now you have the Philippines, this crazy fucking asshole, making deals with Vladimir Putin. Honestly, is that not psycho?
It scares me a lot, because this guy is just fucking nuts.
He's a fucking nutto.
He's a psychopath.
He is. I think he's actually admitted to
Did you guys hear? And Kyle Klinsky reported this on his show that they actually he's been admitted to using fentanyl. He says he's not, but he's actually, they say he might be addicted to fentanyl.
What?
So the guy who's killing people for substance A is actually addicted to substance A.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So isn't that not like the standard narrative too? Somebody hates something just because it's they hate themselves.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm just like, how long are we gonna see this guy on our televisions shaking hands with Donald Trump?
Yeah. Oh, it's not gonna be long.
Really? I mean, I'm being serious. Like, he's already gave all these quotes like he didn't want to meet with Obama. If you guys wanted,
called the Pope a son of a bitch. I believe he called Obama a son of a bitch too.
Yes, and he said that I won't go over there. He called him a pig once. So but he hasn't said anything about Trump, which is intriguing me.
Because I think he said he likes Donald Trump.
He likes Donald Trump. Of course.
Pretty sure he does.
I mean, are you kidding me? Who doesn't, right? But here's the thing about that.
Everybody
It's
loves
just,
orangutan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going back to the whole Cold War thing. Has it ended?
Yeah. With the Trump being president now.
No, this is really fun.
Because these stories I'm telling you now, these are the Russians making moves.
Right now,
These are the Russians making moves around the world. They've also, in a new report, said they're moving more aircraft to Syria, even though they said the tensions are supposed to be being downgraded. They're sending more military over there right now.
Right. So, like you said about the whole Cold War, which was pretty much a propaganda push. Has it ever ended? I personally think it has never ended.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not the tag Cold War. They don't call it Cold War anymore.
Yeah, I think it's a new Cold War.
That term is so 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's in the 80s, so it's so 80s. Why would they call it the Cold War? And that's going to scare people. So we're just going to call it a handshake on television. Hey, you're seeing us shaking hands with Putin. And
then we fuck you on the computer.
Yeah, and then we're pretty much on under the podium giving.
So do you think there's been the end of the Cold War? Or do you think it still has never ended?
It officially has ended. But I do believe that the entirety of it, I can say, has not. I mean, it's growing increasingly now, but since in the 80s and really the 70s and 80s, it was when the fall of the Soviet Union happened, the big chunk of it died out.
Yeah.
But I don't think it. Russia and the United States haven't been fully pals.
No, not ever since. Not since the World War II alliance.
Yeah,
when it was with Stalin.
The Cold War happened right after it, but I mean, it has never been 100%.
And might I add,
been 90% or 80%. It has always been a handshake. History has told us.
Yeah.
This is what history tells me. It's always been a handshake. Go back and watch press conferences with President Bush Sr. It's always been a handshake deal. And what's a handshake deal? A handshake deal means, hey, I won't go over there and steal your lunch. I swear on a handshake. But it really is.
Yeah.
It's I won't fire on you. A handshake deal. It's never been, obviously some papers being signed, a handshake, a couple of pictures. We're friends, right?
But behind the scenes,
they're
fighting. Yeah.
Rob, you're bringing up the
behind the scenes. There's moves going on.
Moves being made.
Yeah,
and now they're just
made.
coming to light because this whole Donald Trump issue.
And what's going to be interesting? Well, hold on. I just want to add a real quick note. The reasons the Soviets hated America so much too is we actually went back on a lot of things. We promised. We went back on a lot of deals.
The United States has done a lot of shit.
We've done a lot of shit. That's just a fact. But that does not make it okay for anybody to fuck with us. It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't. I'm sorry. America! Fuck yeah! Gonna save the motherfucking day, yeah! But, that being said, I personally think it ended when the Soviet Union fell and we got that one fat guy to be fucking the Russian president. But as soon as Putin came into power, it started all over again. It started all over again because he's former KGB. He remembers how the old Russia works. Now, some people like to think he's trying to restart the Soviet Union. I do not think that. No, you know why I don't think that? Is because he is making so much money. He's making so much money. He don't want to share it, man. You think he wants to make another Soviet communist state? No, hell no, dude.
That is bad. Like I said, it's going back to the 80s. That's so 80s, so passe.
So 80s.
Out. Money is in.
Money is out, yeah. Ideology is out. Money is in.
Money is in.
Money good. Ideology bad.
And if you're thinking, oh, that's not true, really? Who's going to be president this Friday?
Yeah.
Who's going into presidency? Oh, that would be Donald Trump. The man literally making fake money that you can buy at the stores with his face on it.